Well, good morning, YouTube. It is Friday, April 5th. I'm JB, and welcome to another edition of What's On Today with Discovery Bay. Is this hot? Is this thing on? Yeah, okay. With Discovery Bay, home of the YouTube Comic Community Channel Guide. Now let's start with a recap of a couple of videos from yesterday. There are links to these channels in the description below. First up on the recap, you know where I'm going. We're on a streak. Let's head over to Chuckload of Comics channel because he's still releasing some absolutely amazing footage from all those interviews that he conducted at C2E2. Now yesterday's video was titled Norah, Interview with the Creator, Kasey Pierce. Now they sat down with creator Kasey Pierce, who brings us the latest news on Norah from SourcePoint Press. Next on the recap, we've got Silver Age Dave. Head over to the Silver Age Dave channel as Silver released a video titled Shelving 101 Re-Upload. Visit Silver as he gives the tour of the Silver Age Dave land, focusing on all the different shelving systems in areas 1 through 10 as he introduces us to a new series. Next up, and the final item on the recap, head over to Splash Page Comics for a quick, awesome 54-second video titled Season 4 Trailer. Splash gives us a sneak peek at his upcoming season. Now, let's get to today's lineup, and all of these times will be listed in both Pacific Standard Time and Eastern Standard Time, and all of the channel links with timestamps are in the description below. So, first up at 12 a.m. Pacific, 3 a.m. Eastern, head over to Area 51, we get a video titled Dark Knight in the Eye of the Beholder, Artists Who Draw Batman. So, yes, he does comics too, it's not just toys and statues. Now, there was a live show and a question came up from Biggie Shack, which prompted him to take a peek at how many different looks Batman has been drawn at. So he takes a look at all the different varying artists and gives his point of view. Remember, it's just his view. Now, I already saw this video and I thought it was great, so go check it out. Next up at 1 a.m. Pacific, 4 a.m. Eastern, Joe Ryan Comics gives us a video titled The War of the Realms #1 Comic Review, Thor Goes to War, and other nursery rhymes too. So watch Joe do his thing as he reviews the first book in this epic Marvel series. Okay, next up at 4 a.m. Pacific, 7 a.m. Eastern, over at Perry Comics, we get a great video titled April 10 New Comic Book Day Picks. If you're not already watching Perry, go give him a look. I really like his editing style, and he drops a lot of great content. In today's video, Perry is going over his massive amount of upcoming comic book picks. Okay, at 6 a.m. Pacific, 9 a.m. Eastern, Billy over at Economics in Comics is releasing the next video in his comic book pressing series. This video is titled Comic Book Pressing, Great Results, It's Time to Buy One. Alright, at 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern, over at Burke Nasty 54 Comics channel, we should be getting a premiere video titled A Trip to My LCS and a Comic Haul. Let's join him as he takes us to his local comic store, Rockwood Comics in Manhattan, Kansas. Okay, up next at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern, over at the Tony Sanders channel, I think we're going to have another live show titled CGC and CBCS Buys of 2019. I say it's live because I've never seen a recorded video from Tony Sanders. So, I'm going to be over there checking him out. Tony shares his recent haul from all the graded comics he's bought. Okay, at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, Erod 212 will be releasing the 13th episode in a terrific series titled Is It Slab Worthy? Now he's going to break down this book and give us all the numbers as they stand today, and by the end of this video we're going to know, is it slab worthy? Okay, at 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern,
Whosoever watches this channel, if he or she be worthy, shall acquire the knowledge from the Comic Chief.
It's another day, so there's another video from the Comic Chief. I'm thinking it's Funko Friday, but I'm not sure. You know how it is with me and him. I'm throwing him in the show, and he's going to drop some content. Alright, at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern, over at JD Comics channel, we get a video titled Interview with Ace Nuckolls and a contest video. Now, JD's been absolutely killing it with these interviews, and I'm sure this one won't disappoint. He also mentioned something about a contest video. Now, I'm not sure if he's announcing a new contest, hey Metarog, or if he's entering someone's contest, but I guess we'll have to tune in to find out. I keep hitting this thing. Is this hot? Is it hot? Yep, it's hot. Okay. Next up at 4:30 p.m. Pacific, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, over at Midwest Comic Man, Paul gives us the next installment in his series titled Comic Creator Spotlight, Episode 13, Luis Dominguez. So, for Episode 13, Paul is spotlighting Luis Dominguez, an Argentinian master of horror from the 60s and 70s. Now, if you're not subscribed to Paul at Midwest Comic Man, check out this video and all the other great content he's been publishing. Okay. Alright, next up at 5 p.m. Is this thing still on? Okay, next up at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, head over to Count Von Strange channel for the 16th installment of Figure Friday. Today's video is titled Figure Friday NECA Ultimate GameStop Pennywise Unboxing. All of the videos from Count have been just plain awesome, and if you're not watching them, you're missing out. Go check it out. Now, also at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, or somewhere around that time. Remember, you better have your notification bell on for this guy. Comic Tom should be dropping the Hot Top 10 video. Hot Top 10 comic books on the rise. Now this is where Tom and Sensei Russ go over the CBSI Top 10 list and also break in the middle to share some of the comic community's great hunting finds during the week. Now I'm not listing it, but if you get lucky, Tom may go live right before with a pre-show. So make sure you got your notification bell on or you're gonna miss it. Okay, at 5:30 p.m. Pacific, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, we get another live show, this time from Bueller, who gives us his weekly show titled Live with Bueller. Now, I think he's rolling solo because I hadn't seen anything, but if he's not, he's going to have a wonderful guest, and his show is just something you just don't want to miss. So I'll meet you in the chat, and let's leave him a thumbs up. Okay, next up at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, head over to the Lords of the Longbox channel, as they're going to be giving us the Lords of the Longbox live comic book auction April Spring Fling. That's right, the Lords of the Longbox crew is back with their Spring Fling comic book auction, and it's going to be good. I've seen some of the books they're going to put up, and you're not going to want to miss this one. And the final item on the lineup, at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern, we have Comic Core Live, and this is where you get Chad, Cameron Figures and Mark, the great legend, Paul from Midwest Comics, and of course, Seawood, who does his very best to keep the shows from going off the rail. Stop by the chat, give a thumbs up, say hello. I'm not sure who the guest is for tonight, but you know it's going to be good, so I'll see you there. Well, that's it for today's show. I really hope you enjoyed the content today, and I just wanted to mention that Sunday, as always, I'll be going live with the girls to open up the newest stack of books that's accumulated during the course of the week. So that's it for today's show. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, give me a thumbs down, but you don't have to. I keep hitting the mic. Also, I'm on Facebook, Instagram, where I'm going to post this in the afternoon with any changes and or comments or mistakes. Man, I'm really butchering the end, but it's okay. Nobody watches this anyway. And I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Patreon. Like, comment, share, and don't forget, we had a good time.